They promise easy money, fast success, and financial freedom. But behind the glossy pitches and flashy lifestyles lies one of the most deceptive traps in history: the pyramid scheme. For decades, these scams have ruined lives while making a handful of people rich. In this video, we're diving inside the dark world of pyramid schemes, how they work, why so many fall for them, and the devastating truth behind the promises. And trust me, once you see the pattern, you'll never look at them the same way again. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell. Because in the world of money, the most dangerous lies are often the ones that sound too good to be true. What exactly is a pyramid scheme? A pyramid scheme is a fraudulent business model that recruits members through promises of payments for enrolling others into the scheme, rather than providing legitimate products or services. The structure resembles a pyramid, with a small number of people at the top making money from the investments of a much larger group below them. These schemes inevitably collapse because they require an ever-increasing number of new participants to sustain payouts to earlier investors. The mathematics are brutal. For every person at the top to profit, hundreds or thousands at the bottom must lose money. The psychology behind the trap. Pyramid schemes exploit fundamental human psychology in sophisticated ways. They target people's deepest desires for financial security, social status, and belonging. Recruiters use emotional manipulation, presenting themselves as mentors who genuinely care about your success. They create artificial scarcity, claiming limited spots are available, and use social proof by showcasing expensive cars, luxury homes, and exotic vacations supposedly earned through the program. The schemes deliberately target vulnerable populations: students with debt, stay-at-home parents seeking income, people facing financial hardship, or those feeling stuck in dead-end jobs. They prey on hope and desperation, making victims feel like they're joining an exclusive club of winners. Common red flags to watch out for. Several warning signs consistently appear across pyramid schemes. First, the emphasis on recruitment over actual product sales is the biggest red flag. If making money depends primarily on bringing in new people rather than selling genuine products or services, you're looking at a pyramid scheme. Second, unrealistic income promises are standard. Claims like "make thousands in your first month" or "achieve financial freedom in 6 months" should immediately raise suspicion. Third, high upfront costs or required inventory purchases are common tactics. Fourth, complex compensation structures that are difficult to understand often hide the pyramid nature. Fifth, pressure to recruit friends and family members is a classic manipulation technique. Finally, vague or non-existent product details, combined with high-pressure sales tactics and claims that everyone who joins makes money, are clear danger signals. Real-world examples and their devastating impact. History is littered with massive pyramid scheme collapses that destroyed lives. Herbalife faced billions in fines and regulatory action for operating as a pyramid scheme disguised as a nutrition company. LuLaRoe, the leggings company, left thousands of consultants with unsold inventory and massive debt. The Albanian pyramid schemes of the 1990s collapsed the entire country's economy, leading to civil unrest and government collapse. More recently, cryptocurrency-based schemes like OneCoin defrauded investors of over $4 billion worldwide. These aren't victimless crimes. Real people lose their life savings, retirement funds, and children's college money. Families are torn apart when relatives recruit each other. Friendships are destroyed, and entire communities can be devastated when schemes collapse. How they disguise themselves as legitimate businesses. Modern pyramid schemes have become incredibly sophisticated at masking their true nature. They often present themselves as multi-level marketing companies, network marketing opportunities, or direct sales businesses. Some hide behind cryptocurrency trading, forex education, or investment opportunities. Others pose as wellness companies, travel clubs, or business coaching programs. They use legitimate-sounding business terminology, professional websites, and even rent impressive office spaces for meetings. Many obtain business licenses and create corporate structures that appear legitimate on the surface. They host elaborate conferences and training events that feel like genuine business opportunities. The key difference remains the same. Legitimate businesses make money by selling products or services to consumers, while pyramid schemes make money primarily through recruitment fees and ongoing payments from participants. The legal consequences and regulatory response. Pyramid schemes are illegal in most countries, but enforcement can be challenging. In the United States, the Federal Trade Commission actively pursues pyramid scheme operators, imposing hefty fines and criminal charges. Penalties can include millions in restitution, lengthy prison sentences, and lifetime bans from running similar businesses. However, many schemes operate across international borders, making prosecution complex. Regulators struggle to keep pace with new variations and disguises. When schemes do collapse, recovering investor money is often impossible because funds have been spent on luxuries for top-level participants or moved offshore. Victims rarely recover their full losses, even when authorities successfully prosecute the operators. Protecting yourself and others. When it comes to pyramid schemes, prevention is the strongest defense. Once money is lost in such schemes, recovery is rare, making it critical to identify and avoid them before getting involved. The first step is to thoroughly research any opportunity before committing time, money, or personal credibility. Look beyond flashy marketing materials or testimonials and ask hard questions about how the business actually generates revenue. If earnings are primarily based on recruiting new members rather than selling a real product or service, that's a red flag. Always request detailed financial disclosures and proof of legitimate sales. Reputable companies are transparent about how profits are made, while fraudulent operations often dodge questions or provide vague, evasive answers. Be especially wary of programs that require large upfront payments, starter kits, or ongoing fees without a clear path to sustainable earnings. Heavy emphasis on recruitment rather than actual product demand is another classic hallmark of a pyramid scheme. Before making any significant financial commitment, consult with a trusted financial advisor or attorney. A qualified professional can help you assess whether the opportunity is structured legally and whether the promised returns are realistic. Equally important is listening to your instincts. If a pitch sounds too good to be true, such as promises of quick, effortless wealth, it almost always is. High-pressure tactics, secrecy, or claims that everyone is doing it should heighten your caution. From fake opportunities to financial ruin, pyramid schemes prove that not every ladder leads to success. Have you ever been approached to join one of these schemes? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this deep dive into financial deception, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to know the truth. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and never stop questioning the promises that seem too perfect.